All right, so you, I need the owl to recognize you. Enoch here is a pirate witch, full book of spells included.
Slay, Enoch.
Senator Green is a queen.
Hey, Senator Green.
All right, scooch a little there. Aha. We have Vox. What's it from? I don't know what that is, but
Wow, get with the times, Lady Justice.
911, what's your emergency? It's not delicious at all. I don't know what it is. Ma'am,
Elijah, check it out. Will it pick it up? I've got the scales. That's the word.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna put these up front.
Yeah. But it's like you're my chair, so
yeah, just don't know about like I don't know right now. Playing right now, just like but yeah. Thanks for much.
good thing I asked. Yeah, it was like closed.
Speaker of
There we go, man. Sure enough.
Speaker of the Senate, you should get in front of this owl so we can see your costume.
Like this? Is this good?
I don't know if you can really see it. Hayden, if y'all can't read Hayden's shirt, he is committee of the whole because it's the scariest thing about Senate, or to Senate rather.
Madeline, check your phone.
That's not so. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, it's like I know everything, guys. Don't you even worry about it. Yeah. You're so right.
Hello and welcome to the 12th session of the 54th Senate. To begin, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll now move into the CSU land acknowledgement video.
Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples.
This is also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other Native nations.
We recognize the indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it.
As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed.
CSU is a land-grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion.
And significantly, that our founding came at a dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon.
This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment.
We'll now move into the swearing in of new senators and associates. So if that is you.
Hi, please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Aaron,
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
to defend and uphold
to defend and uphold
the rules and regulations
the rules and regulations
set forth by the Constitution
set forth by the Constitution
of the Associated Students of Colorado State University
of the Associated Students of Colorado State University,
and will rightfully perform the duties of my office
and will rightfully perform the duties of my office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
We'll move now into the beginning roll call.
Speaker Taylor,
Present.
Speaker Pro Tempore Reese, Parliamentarian Camberg, Present. Officer Kelly, Senator Laura Pardo,
Here.
Associate Senator Rodriguez, Present. Senator Melchior, Senator Sandoval,
Present.
Senator Bushell, Present. Chair Miller, Present. Chair Bucknor, Senator Monanti,
Present.
Senator Evelyn Rivera, Present. Senator McAllister Johnson,
Present.
Senator Isaacs, Associate Senator Archibald, Senator Zia Amadi,
Present.
Senator Craigle, Present. Senator Gunsell, Senator Lee, Chair Myers,
Present.
Senator Leggett, Associate Senator Adhikari, Associate Senator Lucero,
Present.
Associate Senator Brannock, Associate Senator Cole Johnson,
Present.
Senator Jocelyn Rivera,
Present.
Senator Alvarez, Associate Senator Barron, Senator Adelaide,
Present.
Associate Senator Smith, Associate Senator Ashman,
Present.
Chair Snyder,
Present.
Senator Malka,
Present.
Senator Tomas Sorrell,
Present.
Senator Tapia Rodriguez,
Present.
Senator Galbo,
Present.
Associate Senator Tall,
Present.
Senator Salazar,
Present.
Senator Gray,
Present.
Chair Frisky, Chair Davis,
Here.
Senator Luna, Senator Gray, Senator Yankowski, Senator Pickerel, Chair Lutz, Chair Basie,
Here.
Associate Senator Group, Associate Senator Harris, Senator McLaughlin,
Present.
Senator Gilroy, and that is all I have on our roster. If you're just sworn in, if you could come down at some point to put your name, constituency, and everything so we can get you a placard and on the roster, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move now into the consent agenda. Do I see any dissent to the agenda?
I just have a general question for the body as a whole. How would you feel about a post-Senate photo shoot for Halloween? I'm not hearing no's, I'm not hearing yeses.
I think that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah, this is why I asked. I'd like to hear yeses and no's. Alright, so motion to add after and roll call a photo moment for Halloween.
Do I see any dissent to that motion? Seeing none, that change will be shown on the agenda. Do I see any additional dissent to the agenda? We'll see none. We'll move into Gallagher input. Do we have anybody in the Gallagher who wishes to speak? Second, we'll have a mic.
You will have 5 minutes.
Cool. So, and we're staying in the gallery. It's on gallery now. Anyway, so my name is Senator Linda Green. I'm a senator for the Pride Center. I'm also a staff reporter for the Collegian, and I just wanted to thank ASCSU for hosting the invites for the Rocky Mountain Student Media. I would like to thank Braxton Dietz, forgot the man's name, Braxton Dietz for hosting it, and also Jakai for including everyone and making sure that all the voices were heard. And it was just a great time for everyone, and it was a really successful event, and I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to thank ASCSU as a whole for hosting that and making sure the Collegian and ASCSU are not enemies, as government and media often are. So yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you. Do we have additional? We do have one.
You have 5 minutes. Hi everyone, my name is Sam. I am the president of College Council at College of Vetmen and Biomed, excuse me. Next week we have EMS, BSA, neuroscience, and hopefully a few more of our organizations come together and have an EMS meeting. We want to open this up to everybody just because the EMS Club is bringing in QR codes for CPR and BLS certifications that we can do here on campus. These certifications shouldn't just be for folks that want to go into medicine. These should be really for everybody. It also looks great in our resume. This will also be an opportunity for, I believe Narcan's also going to be involved, so they will teach you how to use those, and we will have other folks from other colleges come in and also talk. So I really want to open this up for everybody to come. I already told Brooke, so hopefully some information does get spread so that it doesn't seem like this is just a one-time announcement for everybody. I really do want to invite everybody here, so I really hope that everybody can come, and you can invite anybody as well. So if you're part of other leadership groups, other colleges that aren't CPMBS, please do come. This is really just an opportunity to get everybody together, and I feel like that's a greater way what College Council really is a whole. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Do we have anyone else in the gallery who wishes to speak? Cool. Seeing none, with no guest speaker, we'll move into the executive report.
I'm just like, before they put this QR code in the middle, you think, let me know if you can scan this. It's also going out in the weekly newsletter, but I wanted it to be here now while I'm yapping. Okay, hello. As most of you already know, my name is Ava Wilkins. I'm the Director of Gov Affairs here at ASCSU. We have already been talking about this, but we formally sent out all the invites this week to our elected officials for our evening with our electeds. That QR code is the RSVP form for students. If you can, please fill it out. It has topics that you're interested in. So we're working with the CBD to pair you with elected officials that are passionate about those topics or working in that arena. So if you can fill it out, please do. And like I said, it'll also be going out in the newsletter, and I'll have it like formally up. So you will be able to access it more than just on my computer screen right now. But I just wanted to put that out there while I'm talking about it. Obviously, next week is the election day. I'm sure we already know. We will be out on the plaza Monday and Tuesday, really pushing to make sure that everyone is able to vote and make their voice heard. And we have a lot of resources. We posted them on the ASCSU site. Please feel free to share that out. Make sure that all of your friends are able to vote and have the resources. And you can always come. Thank you, Ian. You can always come to me if you need anything. We did also get stamps. If anyone's out of state, we were able to buy stamps and have them at the front desk. If you or any of your friends, I'm an out-of-state student, so I'm shipping that ballot off. So feel free to come and grab as many stamps as you need. I think that's all. Did everyone get to sign the QR code if you needed to? Scan it? Okay, cool. Hi everybody, I'm Sophie. I'm the Deputy Director of Finance for those who don't know. I just want to give a quick update on BSOF budgets. Travel Grant has allocated $17,650 of our $25,000 budget. And then BSOF has allocated $76,955 out of our $175,000 budget. And then also, we have an open spot on BSOF. That spot needs to be a senator per our bylaws. So if any of you are interested in becoming a BSOF member, please reach out to me or Tangia. I was also thinking if you want to just kind of like stop in and sit in on a meeting and see if that's really something that you would be willing to commit to, we can arrange that and have you come sit in on our meeting next Tuesday. So please, please, please reach out to one of us.
When do you guys meet?
We meet Tuesdays at 5:30. Every Tuesday. Yeah. And we'd like to have you ratified before the end of the fall semester. That's it. Thank you guys.
Furball, sorry. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. So we sat in the Senate on that cold, cold, wet day. I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. This is my executive report, so I'll keep it short. If you decide to drink tomorrow, please don't end up in court. Give me 5. 3. Give me 3. Be safe tomorrow, everybody.
That was good. We'll move now into judicial reports. Do we have anybody in judicial who wishes to speak? I don't think we have anybody in judicial. So we can move on to legislative reports, beginning with officers. I don't think I have anything.
Okay, y'all. We have been messing up because we've been taking the edits made from between Monday when the weekly email sent out and Wednesday and reading them out loud and just adding, just having that put out verbally. We need to have all of those edits sent out in a weekly email. So going forward, even if all the committees see something that was seen on Wednesday and they release something for committee, it won't be able to come back the immediate following Wednesday. It'll be the Wednesday afterwards. What has happened is that a committee did not see edits made in the previous committee, which were needed to have been better vetted. And that's on me. Those were my edits. And it was containing information that wasn't necessarily fully factual. So I will have a resolution to make those edits, but part of that is on us for not adhering to that properly, that our edits need to be sent out also. So just know that that's how we're going to do things going forward, and I'll tell you more about the resolution when it's ready. Thank you. Howdy, y'all. First and foremost, there's an event mentioned by someone in the gallery on Teams. There will be more information posted shortly. Additionally, committee times were reposted in the Teams channel this week, so if you're not fully aware of how committee times may have changed, that's all very accessible on the Teams chat as well. Also, onboarding, if you haven't already got an email from me, it's probably because we're a little backed up. You will get one eventually. I promise. If you're new, I don't think we put anyone in, but if you're not on the newsletter, there's a QR code up at the front to make sure you're able to read everything you need to read on a weekly basis. That's pretty much all I have. Happy Halloween. I'm glad that Nicholas dressed as a cat. That was lit.
Moving now to committee and caucus reports, beginning with Chair Snyder.
Okay, so we held committee last week. I mean, caucus. We took really caucus last week, and only one person showed up. So please So please come to the caucus. We need a vice chair, and we need to get people to actually talk about things. Our next meeting is going to be on the 1st of November in ASCSU's lobby. Thank you.
Thank you. Chair Tracy.
Howdy, y'all. Budgetary committee met this morning. Fortunately, we had no bills again this week. If anyone could write some budgetary bills, I'll give you some candy. And yeah, basically every Monday, 4 to 5, please show up. And that's about it.
Thank you. Chair Davis.
Hi. So we met on Friday. Not a lot of people came, but that's okay. It happens. We still got some good things going and we've developed a very solid plan. And so if you were there and you reached out to me, I reached out back to you. So thank you for doing that. If you haven't reached out to me and you are interested in doing anything regarding the housing caucus or anything that we have been kind of working on, in any of the projects, do that, like reach out to me like now, like right now. And then I'll reach back out to you and we'll set something up. But we're really trying to get the ball rolling because we only have a couple weeks left, or like not that long, until Thanksgiving break. So please do that now. I do.
Thank you. Chair Myers.
DEI met yesterday. We didn't have any bills. It was a great time. Meets every Tuesday from 1 to 2. Come to committee field.
Thank you. Moving on now to Senator and Associate Senator report, beginning with Senator Bloom.
Hey, people. So, care mapping unicorn task force is happening on November the 1st from 12 to 1. That's basically for you guys to identify resources, find strengths in the community, and all that fun stuff, especially around election time, because elections are scary. There's also going to be lumberjacks around Pride on Friday, so if you like lumberjacks, hang around Pride. You not definitely like lumberjacks, so you're not going to be there. But yeah, have a good day.
Thank you. Chair Davis.
I'm back. So a few things. The Safe Center held the last two events of Relationship Violence Awareness Month. We had a staff speaker about romanticizing red flags in popular media. It's actually really interesting. So you guys should come to all of our talks. These are really cool. And then we had trivia last night, which went really well. We had a really big turnout. Tomorrow's October 31st, which means it's the end of Relationship Violence Awareness Month. And just because it's the end of the month doesn't mean it's the end of relationship violence. So keep that in mind and keep utilizing the resources that you have available. I put that hotline in last week, especially seeing as Halloween is tomorrow and it's Halloween weekend. Just keep that in mind. And then also the submissions for the Feminist Queer Empowered Conference are open, so if you want to speak at that or if you want to give a presentation, submit that now to the link in our bio in Instagram. And that conference is being held March 9th, so it's a little bit far away, but we're trying to get everything going. So if you want to talk, submit that really soon. And then also, kind of just more on a personal note, seeing as Tuesday is election day, but it's like kind of leading up to that. It's really exciting for a number of reasons, but it's also really scary. It's kind of a trying time for everybody. And so this isn't to like say anything in particular. I'm sure everyone is aware of all like the fear and trepidation that's happening. But just make sure that we're like treating each other with respect. A lot of people have maybe rights on the line. I have rights. And it can be like just really scary internally. You don't always know what's going on. And I feel like that's an important aspect that gets left out of any sort of like politicization is the humanity behind all of it. And so I think your styles at events just treat people with kindness and like this is me as a person reaching out to you all as people to just like have some understanding. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Boucher.
Hi, we have a couple of APAC events this week. So tomorrow there's the Diwali, which is the Festival of Lights. It's from 6 to 8 on Oak Street Plaza. They'll have henna, beer cleaning, and snacks. And then Friday is APAC's 40th birthday, which we celebrated back during our Heritage Month in April, where we had the 40-year celebration. The APAC's birthday is on Friday. If you guys want to come celebrate, there's going to be cake from 12 to 2, and the office is going to be celebrating APAC's birthday from 9 to 5. So if you guys want to stop by, it's up in LSC 333. Yeah, it's my time.
Thank you. Senator Lamonti.
Hi, everyone. So, just gonna do a quick rundown of stuff. So, real talk, every Tuesday, 4 to 5, in the back office. Lots to come. Very interesting discussions and very in depth. Besides that, held the last Unicorn Task Force, the election voter info session today. Small turnout, but still pretty good. Wish y'all were there. And then also on that Tuesday of Election Day, there will be a de-stress event in that lovely glass room between Pride El Centro and Safe, where y'all will be able to come in, just de-stress in 226 and 228. Thank you, Senator Salazar. And basically it will be open from 1 to 4, I believe. And there will be snacks, games, and a way for all y'all to distress during that very, very stressful day. And also a beanbag chair. Yes. And final thing is tomorrow is also the costume contest for Pride. And there is a prize for if you win, if you get the most votes. Just know you're competing with all of this, though. So, yeah. I yield the rest of my time.
Thank you. Senator Laura Parga.
Hello. I just got done talking to Jakai, and we wanted to announce that students of the Oval Caucus will start meeting next week. And yeah, that's my announcement. So please come, please, pretty please.
Thank you. Senator Gordon.
Hi, I'm back. One more thing. Everyone, this is Farron. Be nice to them, or else I won't be very nice to you. Okay, that's all.
Seeing no additional senator and associate senator reports, I did have one thing that I forgot quickly. I have a bunch of candy. I don't want to take candy home, so please come up and take a bunch of candy. Happy Halloween. And with that, we'll move into confidence business with 2 hours on the confidence clause.
Point of information really quickly.
Yes.
What time do students in the Oval Caucus?
Tuesdays from 2 to 3. Wait, let me double check.
It's,
no, never mind. All right.
yeah, student period is also reflected on the It's updated timetable.
With that, we'll move into new business with Bill 5406.
I know everyone missed me up here.
All right, we have Bill 5406 endorsing a letter concerning campus safety. This bill aims to add the endorsement of the Associated Students of Colorado State University to a letter drafted by the College of Liberal Arts Representative Council regarding the transparency of campus safety issues, specifically on October 16th and 22nd, 2024.
Awesome, thank you. With that, the authors will have 10 minutes to present.
Hi. Okay, let's turn it on. I'm gonna turn it on. Oh, fabulous. Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Reese. I am the president of the College of Liberal Arts Representative Council, and these are the rest of my people. I think you know all these people. Number one, thank you for having us. Number two, let's get into it. So, really, what we're trying to do with having you guys endorse this bill and just the letter in general is we just want to call to attention that a lot of students were rather upset and confused by everything that had happened in the last couple weeks with all the text alerts and just the lack of clarity in those text alerts. Am I allowed to ask a question? Okay, yeah. How many of you actually got those? Can I just, okay, hands down. How many of you were confused by them? Okay, right, exactly. So what we're trying to do with our letter and then this bill is call to attention that people were confused, right? Staff, students, faculty, all of us were confused. And we just also would like to have known a little bit more how severe the situation was, right? Because those texts didn't seem to indicate that at all. So we're just trying to bring that to administration and also bring that to the CSUPD, who was dealing with the situation, right? Does anybody want to add anything?
Yeah, I have something that I'll just add on to a little bit. I mentioned this letter in one of my meetings on Monday with Vice President for Student Affairs, Blanche Hughes, and just kind of mentioned some of the content with that, saying mostly that students like us had a lot of issues with that and with the way that communication was sent out, and just kind of gave a basic rundown of what's in this, just so that they know kind of what's coming up, and they seemed fully supportive of that, and that they know that a lot of students have issues with that. And so that's something that has kind of been on their radar a little bit, so they know about this and they know about the issues that students have.
Right, because if we want to see the change, it has to start somewhere.
We have a good window now to see some good change with this.
Agreed.
I would add as well some of why I think the idea to have this come to the Senate was to have ASCSU attach its signature to the bottom of this bill, is so that all of us could take this back to the constituencies that we represent as well, and to continue to collect those signatures. And so if all of you take this back to the SDPS offices and the college councils that you represent and get them to vote on that, you can all obviously sign that individually like all of us have. And that's also a lot of the idea and the intent behind this, is just to have people signing on to that.
Yeah, Hayden said exactly right. Like, just the more awareness we can have from yourself and your other constituencies, the better. And that's a big reason of why we're bringing it here to you right now. And then, talk to your friends, talk to faculty, stuff like that. They also would be considering signing on. Anything else?
One final edit that I would make to the legislation. Sammy Trout emailed me and said that he wanted to endorse the bill, and he also will be adding his signature to this letter.
I think we're good. Anybody else? No? Okay.
You have time, you could read the letter.
Oh, y'all don't want me to read that, but we can if you want. Would somebody else like to read that? Because I'm dyslexic.
I could do it.
I
don't
mind something like, because I'll like be sitting here for like a solid 15 minutes trying to read it. And I do think, if you don't mind, I do think the actual letter that's attached to it right now might go through a quick change in terms of formatting. Not completely sure on that yet, but that's a revision.
So Nick, how are we feeling about it being read? Who's read it? Who feels like they're comfortable with it? Majority of the room? Just so that you have that context.
Just like that. Right. Would anybody like it to be read right now? No.
Guys, promise to read it before its second reading.
Perfect. Okay. Okay.
Awesome. With that, you're fully good?
Yeah.
Yeah, nods? Okay. Cool. With that, we'll be entering a period of Q&A by first raise placard, Chair Davis.
Thank you for writing this. I too was confused. My question is, I was wondering, because I know there's like a certain level of like confidentiality that police have to keep, so I was wondering if you had thought about that at all, and like found a way to find that balance within your letter. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so in the letter we have a sentence stating that we understand and respect that at the time, not everything is known, and that there's a certain level of, privacy and confidentiality with all matters. I mean, sometimes not even known to administration, right? So that's something that we're very cognizant of, right? Like they can't tell us everything. That's not the aim of this letter, right? We just want to know what's going on, like, and how severe is it? Not necessarily like every nitty gritty detail, but broadly, right? And how is that going to impact like myself and the decisions I'm making, or my classmates and the decisions they're making? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I add on just a little bit to that?
Yeah.
Something that I've had students telling me when I've been talking to them about this is that they just kind of had no idea what was going on, even with the text messages and the emails being sent out. And so just having some kind of communication so that students know if it's safe to come to campus and go to class or not, if it's safe to leave the residence halls, if it's safe to be on campus and to do the things that we as students do day to day, is kind of the intention behind this. And to do that, we don't need to know any kind of details, any kind of confidential things that CSU PD and administration is dealing with, but just kind of knowing the level of safety on campus is the intention.
That makes more sense. Thank you, Senator Johnson.
I'm actually trying to decide whether or not I want to yield due to redundancy. Yeah, I'll yield due to redundancy.
Awesome, thank you. Are there any other questions for authors? Senator Green.
Yeah, so based on what I'm hearing, is what you guys are looking for sort of like a rating scale where they would put out like, this is like a level 1 emergency? Is that what you guys are kind of thinking, or?
I would say that that's something that can be handled by administration and CSU PD. I think that they can kind of manage a lot of the fine details with that and exactly what gets communicated and how that is communicated. Mostly this is showing the issues that students like us feel with this and the system as it is now. And, oh, is this, thank you. Do I need to go back to the beginning?
No.
Okay. This is just kind of to show that students have some dissatisfactions with the system as it is now, and asking administration and CSU PD to kind of fix some of those in some way, but that will be left to them.
So
And
oh, sorry, go ahead.
and in my meeting with Blanche Hughes as well, that was something that she mentioned, is something exactly along those lines of having a scale of levels of severity. Exactly. Thank you.
So it's more of like a voice of concern than a call to action.
It's more of a suggestion
Okay.
about, or like, yeah, a voice of concern. Yeah, we were just being like, hey, this might be something you should consider, rather than, hey, this is how you do it, because it's not our place or our authority necessarily. I wouldn't even know where to start with that.
Okay, thank you. I yield. Thank you. Any other questions?
Okay, seeing none, this will go ahead and consent to University Affairs, DEI, and Internal Affairs.
Thank you, Josh.
You look so serious. You're here for kids?
Then with that, we'll move into ending roll call. Chair Snyder.
Motion to use beginning roll call as ending roll call.
Do I see any dissent to that motion?
Wait.
Seeing none, we'll do that, and then we'll move into the Halloween photo.
Before we begin all disorganized and weird, just a reminder that if anyone's new, please come to the front, scan the QR code, and also find your information.
Taking a picture in 5 minutes, so adjust your costumes, get it all together, and then we'll take our
That's exactly what. I put this on the screen and have the face. Thank you very much. It was obscene.
I'll be back. I gotta fix my coffee.
Who's coming right now? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I could. I would have just like check out Bill's bar. Yeah, there you go. Ah, you got your road. This is the easiest spot. Yeah. It's the longest ride, which I've not seen. I do like favorite Western ball time. I have to get like very oh, you grew up but man from Stewart was close second best, so still like he was wrong. Now, oh god, yeah. I like him too. I don't know if mentioned the dog holiday. Like, yeah.
Come take some candy, please.
Yeah, that's what that's from. That's a great movie. I don't
Thank you. I know, it's terrifying.
I was actually so far from the try. One of the guys that was there, or something like that. So my place was
On the phone.
I was like,
Yeah.
Two bags
all right, like
Halloween Center.
Where did you apparently drop you off?
No, just went out last night.
I did not know it took this long.
Said it needs candy.
Red.